Hello and welcome to this week's edition of On the Couch. I'm Nate Aquino.
And I'm Emily DiPadova. Joining us today are the executive producers for the upcoming production, Rowan's Got Talent. Please welcome Sean Kelly and Danielle Gordon.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
What is on?
How we doing?
Good. No, thank you for coming on the show.
Yes,
yeah,
being here on the
appreciate it.
couch with us. I'm excited to have some friends with us today.
Very excited for this. This is
Yes,
amazing.
thank you. Very excited, and then thanks for having us on to talk about the talent show.
Yes,
Stoked.
I know that I love talent shows. They're my favorite. I'm super excited for this one. So could you tell us what kind of talents you guys are going to showcase this year?
Well, we're mostly showcasing singers on the talent show. We actually have a duo of a guitar player and a singer, as well as a rapper, and someone who will be singing, who sings a harder type of rock instead of a standard, usual soft or high-pitched type of song.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then we do have some acts that are singing like classic ballads and everything too. And then we do have Steve Sokola, the one-man band, so he'll be
that's
joining
gonna
us
be
as
amazing.
well.
That is going to be
So
amazing.
we do have like a variety of fun acts for the night, and I can't wait for you all to see them.
Now,
super excited.
Emily, did you know that I'm the co-host for
You know,
Rowan's Got
I
Talent?
did hear that, and I'm really excited. Going to see my pal
Oh,
moving up in
thank
the
you.
world.
But as co-host, I feel like I don't know much about Rowan's Got Talent. So how long has Rowan been putting together Rowan's Got Talent?
Rowan's Got Talent, RTN has been helping produce Rowan's Got Talent since 2013.
Oh, wow.
And it's been a great. It's become one of the premier events for the club, and you know we produce this and the telethon, which is our two big, going on over an hour and a half, 2 hour live event production. It goes 2.5 hours, and it's the way to encompass the full environment. All the productions we do here are full studio productions, but this is the big one. This is where we involve the most crew members. This and the telethon, so it's a great experience for members to come out and really just get their hands on every piece of equipment and get their hands on in a live studio environment.
Nice.
That's awesome. Now, as far as the talent goes, what preparation do these artists and talents put into, doing the show? What work do they do? Preparation, pre-show, stuff like that.
So what we did for this year was when we did the auditions, like we had a number of acts come out and actually like showcase their talent. We had probably about like 15 different acts that came out to the student center just to kind of show us and have us judge them and everything. So we narrowed it down to 8 acts, and ever since then, just kind of getting everything together from like audio tracks, and we decided to shoot like packages kind of to help everybody get to know the talent during our production. Kind of similar to like America's Got Talent.
Okay.
Like we kind of want to keep that traditional type of like techniques and aspects and everything. So just kind of like having a good time, and we did like inform all of our acts too, like just keep on practicing, don't worry about anything, like these are all your peers, just be comfortable and don't worry about it. You got it.
Sounds super
Sounds good.
professional.
No,
Oh yeah, we strive to be professional.
Of course. I'm glad you brought up America's Got Talent. So I was wondering, is there any like similarities and differences between Rowan's Got Talent and America's Got Talent?
There's a lot of like similarities, definitely. Just like the way that we judge, the way we kind of run everything, like kind of how you see America's Got Talent is similar to what we do for this production.
Yeah, we're very similar, like that aspect. But there's some things that we don't have A-list judges, obviously. We tried very hard to get Howie.
Yeah, did you?
And
I
Simon.
reached out to his PR agent. I didn't get an email
Oh,
back.
he left you on red?
I think they're playing hardball
Oh,
with us.
no. They're playing hard to get. It's all right.
Yeah, but I think we can get him next year.
I think there's a good shot.
Definitely.
I really
I
do.
mean, celebrity-wise, we got Steve Sokola as one of the...
He is a Rowan celebrity, and he will be on the show, and that's a big thing.
He's well known around campus as to like what I'm understanding.
Yes.
So that's gonna be pretty cool.
That sounds really awesome.
Yeah.
Closest thing we have to a celebrity, so.
There you
And
go.
then we
Yeah,
have
there
you,
you go.
Mad
Nate
us.
Aquino.
Oh, please.
You're like our Tyra Banks of the year.
Oh, stop,
Oh.
please.
You and
Please.
Ariel, you're like the dynamic
No,
duo.
he's definitely the Nick Cannon. I think
Yes.
it's better than Tyra Banks, but.
I'll take either or.
You know,
I mean, I love
whatever.
both of them.
So as far as like the judging goes, how do they determine a winner? Like what process do they go through for that?
Well, what we usually do is we have our 3 judges that go on, and they're well versed in the environment, in the industry, and know how to judge music. And we judge them on a couple different areas. One of them being overall performance quality, how they perform on stage, the type of act that they do specifically, and how well or skilled they are in that specific act. So there's 3 different types of categories there that we can do, and there's a first, second, third place, as well as a crowd favorite, where we actually have the audience vote in, and they determine who they think is the best. And they get actually an entire separate award, and they're awarded the crowd favorite. And the first, second, and third actually get Rowan Bucks as well. So there is some incentive in here, and we're looking to see some great acts on the 16th.
It's going to be amazing.
I'm looking forward to it.
So Rowan's Got Talent is next Friday, right? Next Friday night.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's coming up so
Can
quick.
viewers from home watch the show?
Of course. Nate, this is a huge show. We want
Oh.
everybody to watch it.
Sean, this is my first time hosting it. I didn't know this.
Oh, please. I'm just...
Well, my parents are interested in watching
Yeah.
it. Are they allowed to see it in person, or do you have to watch it from home?
It's a watch it from home. They
Okay,
let
no,
the
that's
students
all right.
in. But you can check us out. You can check it out on RTN's live stream, which is livestream.com/RTNCH5/RTN special events. It is a fantastic link. I know it's going to go right up on the video, I hope. And you can see all from home about all the great stuff that we're going to be doing that night of. We're going to be having talents. We're going to be having behind the scenes in the green room,
Oh, that's gonna be
where all the
exciting.
talents hang out before their performances. We're going to get behind the scenes of the studio. We have fantastic interviews with the talent. It's going to be a great night. Am I right, Danielle?
I am super excited. This is actually one of my first production at Rowan, since this is my first semester, and I decided to just dive right into it, and I couldn't be more happy with the results.
That sounds like there's a lot going
I'm so
on.
stoked
I'm really
to host.
excited
I'm so
for
stoked to
it.
host it, honestly. Co-hosted, I mean, of course.
Please don't take all the credit, Nate.
Oh, no, shout out to Ariel Gideon if you're watching. You know, that's my fellow co-host.
There you go, you guys are gonna rock it.
Yeah, we're gonna do
I know
great.
you're saying that outside people who aren't students can't come and watch it in person, but for students, how much does it cost, or does it cost anything for them
It's
to come and
actually
watch?
free with your Rowan ID.
Ooh.
So if anybody out there is considered, they're on the fence, make the incentive. They're going to have food there. I know it's one of those raw events where you can actually have food and sit down and listen to some great acts and really just have a good time. We have a lot of people that come out the night of, and it's a cool event. And you can go and root for your town if you're a friend or you want to support, or you can just come and just have a great time.
So there really is no excuses
No.
not to
Yeah,
go
no
now.
excuse to
I
come
wanna
out.
pack-
Free.
I want
for
to pack
Rowan
the house.
students.
It's in the Student Center pit. It's on Friday, November 16th at 9:30, and I want to just completely pack the
Oh, it's
Student
gonna
I will
be
be
such a
there.
great show. You better
Definitely.
be there.
I mean, I'm a camera person, but
No,
I
no,
kinda-
so you
I
won't be
kinda
there.
have to be
You
there,
gotta
but
have
I'm
to be there.
excited for it.
Emily.
Even
just-
if I wasn't, I would so be there.
well, we appreciate that.
Way to
You
go.
know.
So do you think this year's show is gonna top last year's and years before?
Yeah, I'm like, no, we're not out here. You know, this isn't a race or a contest, obviously. But you know, we do like to try to make it as best as we can every single year, and it is similar year to year because it's a similar type of show format. But we do like to add little interesting parts in there if we can. This year we have more of an interview style package this year, so we actually really sit people down in a nice professional setting, and we have them. We have some nice B-roll footage that we're going to include in that. It's going to make it to be a really nice interview process and have a great package to play before they go up on stage. And we're going to have a nice behind the scenes this year. And it's really going to come forward as a really great show.
Oh, I literally cannot wait.
Awesome, awesome.
Cannot wait.
When we come back, we'll have more details about the upcoming production with Sean and Danielle, so stick around.
Which planet are we living on? Right here.
What do you think it would be like to teach?
You're all a part of our...
Chances are, you have no idea.
We're gonna turn on the lights and everybody look up.
Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
Welcome back to On the Couch. Rowan's Got Talent is one of RTN's biggest productions of the year. Now let's find out what goes into making the magic happen when putting this together. So, you guys are obviously the executive producers for this show. What goes into preparing to put this show on and figuring out the crew and everything else like that?
It's really a lot of work, and I know this is my second year producing the show, and I know this is Danielle. Yeah, I know, it's a big honor. I take a lot of honor into it, and I really appreciate that I get the opportunity to do that. But this is Danielle's first series. You can tell there's a lot that goes into this. A lot that you don't think. You know, it starts. You know, this is in the November 16th show, and we've been preparing for this since literally the minute we got back on like September 7th for the semester. It's everything from having the auditions, picking the auditions, who do you want in the actual show. Then you have to split it up into 2 parts after that. Once you have your talent secured, as you do the sponsorship side of it, and then you also do the technical side of it. And Danielle can tell you all about the sponsorships that she's been doing to get that. And then I've been working on more of kind of getting the crew and getting the technical people there. You have to set it up. There is 4 cameras there. You have to set up, figure out where they are. You know, who's going to be on them. How are they going to operate? Exactly what type of graphics are going in the show. You know, this show requires 30 plus graphics. So it's just creating all of them and being able to get all those type of things in that are important. And there's some stuff that you don't think is that you don't think is even in there that is in there. And it's figuring out, do you have the space, or you know, accommodations for talent, and stuff that you can't control that will just keep on coming up. And it's a constant motion of, you know, being able to keep cool and keep calm and put on a good production.
Yeah, there is a lot that goes into it, and I had to learn that fast. I mean, I worked on past like projects before, but nothing really to this like magnitude. Just being able to like reach out to sponsors, we try and basically get as many donations as possible and reach out to local vendors and partner with them. That way we can make the show as successful as it can be. And just kind of having them like provide us with all the things that we need, we're really thankful for them. And I'm actually thankful for Sean as well, just being able to bring me on board. I'm not trying to get all sappy. I'm not trying to get all sappy, but there's so many other people that I know definitely qualified for this position, knowing a lot more about cameras and a lot more about a production than I might just coming into this type of field. But being able to really dive headfirst into it and have Sean like take me under his wing and really show me all aspects of everything, I couldn't be more grateful for it.
Just happy to have.
Thanks,
Sean. No, she's great, and she does a great side of it, and we're able to split it up. And it's great because I've been here long. I've been here longer. I know the equipment that the club uses, and I'm really happy to have someone who is really good on the logistics side of things and making sure that the sponsorships and talents are taken care of. And it's great that we split it down the middle in a 50-50 way to where we're not too stressed, and we can kind of handle everything. And it's going to turn out to be very good.
Isn't Sean a good
Sounds like a great partnership.
Big shout out to Sean. So, leadership-wise, how do you determine who produces and who's on camera and whatnot?
Well, you know, we both go over the crew and figure out exactly who is suited for best position. You know, we're not biased, or we don't try to be, but someone who is less experienced isn't going to get a position such as a director or a technical director. It needs to be someone that has been on that equipment and has been able to use it either in a class or on a later shoot for RTN. But we pick based on experience. We pick the people that we know that are going to put on a good show. We have a great crew behind the TriCaster, a great director, a great technical director, and we also have a great graphics operator as well. But the camera people are as important as well. And you know, we have people that are new that are on them, but yet again, it's another learning experience. But we go just by experience and pick the best people that are suited for the job.
Speaking of crew, how many crew members do you think you guys have for Rowan's Got Talent, and what are those positions?
Roughly 15.
Yes.
He knows a lot more about the positions than I do. There's way too many to count.
There is a lot, and then I had to take over. But yeah, we have 4 camera operators. We have one wide camera that will take care of that. That takes care of a wider, broad aspect the night shots just go to. We have one that's more of a close-up on the stage that is shot from above. And we also have 2 that are on the floor that roam around and get the shots that those other 2 can't get. And we also have a floor manager someone that relays from us to the talent on the stage, making sure they know when they're cued and ready to go. We have someone who is up there actually doing the graphics, queuing up the graphics, someone who's directing the show, taking the shots, and someone who's executing what the director wants to do. And we have an audio operator maintaining the levels, and we have all those positions, as well as production assistants, people that are just there to help out and to learn, which is what RTN does, and we love to do that through RGT.
Amazing. That sounds like
awesome.
a really
Putting a
nice
lot
career. That is a
into that.
lot.
Yeah.
How far in advance have you guys been preparing for this show?
Oh, Danielle can answer that question, can't you?
I want to say since like mid-September.
Mid-September.
Yes, it's like when we got together and we started really figuring out like, okay, what all do we need to do? What's my time frame and how long do I have to do it? How many sponsors do you want? How many talent people? All of that we've been working out since the beginning of the semester.
It's been great. You should have seen the email I sent her when we first started.
Oh,
It
gosh.
was this long.
It was
my
great.
gosh.
I came into it. I needed a new producer, and I was happy Danielle signed up as a new club member,
Yay.
and she's shown a lot. But yeah, it is a ton, and it is. That's why you need to start early, and you need to break it up as much as possible.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, just being able to kind of like figure out where our like the best things that like we do, we were able to kind of break down who does what best and kind of like what things we're stronger in than others. So that's kind of how we've been able to really get the ball rolling, and it just kind of kept snowballing after that.
Speaking of what you just said, what do each of you do? Like, who's more technical? Who's more with the talent? Like, how does?
Well, we like to split it. Obviously, there's two ways you can go about a production. Everybody can do everything, which is all right if you have the people that are skilled in all those areas. But it also is the thing where it gets a little bit too crazy if everybody's trying to do everything. So we do have it split kind of down the center. I'm more technical, and I deal with more behind the scenes, setting up the studio, making sure the cameras are okay, and being there for our crew. And being sure that I'm the one that they ask about, how do I get this camera shot, or how do I set this up, or how do I do this? But Danielle does something that does what I don't do, which is she makes sure that she keeps in contact with all the talent. I don't contact the talent. She contacts the talent. It's an important job. She's done a great job of making sure they get on page and being at the rehearsal and being up and ready to go and having everything memorized and everything sent. As well as working to secure sponsorships, to have food for the night of, and to have T-shirts and stuff like that. So we both do an equal amount, and it goes out to be a good time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
So, Sean, Danielle, thank you for
Yes.
guest starring on
It was
the
a
couch.
lot of
I'm
fun.
very excited to co-host the show.
Yes,
So-
I can tell. Nate was doing fantastic
Oh,
on
stop,
Sunday.
please.
Very
But
good
no,
job.
I really am
I'm very
excited.
excited to watch it all through my camera. You guys
Yes,
are gonna rock it.
Me and Danielle are so happy that both of you are on our crew and in our show, and it's going to be a fun time. We also have other on the couch crew members that are also involved. So thank you to all of them, and
Getting the
it's going
whole
to be fun.
fam
I literally
together.
cannot wait. Thank you guys again.
Thank you.
Coming
you.
up, we have Danny Minshaw and Victoria Todorova as our word on the street. Stick around.
Got a quarter?
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back to On the Couch.
You gotta love Danny Minshaw and Victoria Todorova as our word on the street.
Yes, you do. Speaking of the street, it's getting kind of cold out there.
It really is getting cold out there. I am freezing.
So, you know what month it is?
It's November, and you know what November means?
Christmas.
Oh, heck yeah. So, speaking of Christmas, do you know what my favorite Christmas movie is?
What?
Polar Express, and you know why.
Oh my gosh. Is it that song where they're like, ha, ha, ooh, we got it, ha, ha, yeah, we got it, ha, ha, ooh, we got it.
Hot Topics!
So,
all right, first hot
we're
topic.
great.
Ariana Grande. She just came out with a new song called Thank You Next. Did you listen to it?
I have not, and I'm
What?
horrible, but I love all of her songs, so I'm sure it's really great, and I keep seeing it everywhere, all over Facebook, everywhere I look.
I literally couldn't tell
it's
if she
her new
released a new
song.
song. Like every single person on my Snapchat stories story was literally a screenshot of the song.
I haven't heard of. I heard she, or I think I heard she referenced Mac Miller in it.
She referenced
Little
her
sentiment
past
there.
relationships in the song.
Okay.
And basically, Thank You Next, as to what I'm understanding, is like, oh, thanks for, the past, what's next, for me.
Okay.
And some of her past relationships were not as good, but she did give a nice shout out, not like shout out, but like a nice reference to, Mac Miller and how she wished, she could do better things with, that's fairly sad, but
Yeah.
the song is a bop, I gotta admit.
You see, when I just read like the title of the song, I was thinking it was sort of like a diss, like thank you, but next.
Yeah, right?
So I was thinking, ooh, she's gonna.
And you know what's funny?
Fire
Well, not
some
really funny, but
shots,
like
but-
she released that song like an hour or sometime like right before Saturday Night Live premiered. And Pete Davidson's on Saturday Night Live, so that was kind of awkward. And
Yikes.
on Weekend Update, Pete Davidson, he brought up the past relationship, and he wishes her the best and whatnot. But that's not. That's nice that he did that.
Yeah.
And very humble, but Ariana Grande.
I feel like he's probably thinking a lot different in his head. He wanted to say something else, but he wasn't gonna
She
say
literally
it.
released a song right before Saturday Night Live premiered. But
I don't know. I really got to listen to it though because I do love
It's
all
a
of her
bop.
music and I think she's super talented.
It's
I'm
quite a bop.
I'm excited. I'll listen to it right after the show.
There you go. Speaking of show,
A$AP Rocky.
A$AP Rocky.
He put on a look. Let's
That
just
is-
say.
Like, what is that?
He looks like a grandma on a Sunday getting ready to do her food shopping, like just came out of church, doesn't want to acknowledge anyone. She's like, I'm just putting my sunglasses on, my scarf, and I'm going to go.
That's basically how it is. Have you ever seen the Scooby-Doo movie, like the live action? So that's basically what Scooby looked like when he was, getting on the plane and, going to Skull Island. That's what I got out of it.
I just think
I'm very confused. Apparently it's a Gucci scarf kind of thing.
it's a grandma scarf. It's
very-
giving major grandma vibes.
It's very bougie.
I should buy my grandma one for Christmas. I've been struggling to figure out what to get her.
I mean, that looks
I
really
think that
nice if you think
works.
about it. It's a look. I mean, it's pretty loud.
It's a look.
Maybe it's a trendsetter. Maybe A$AP Rocky's going to be a trendsetter.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Do you think I can pull it off?
I think
No,
you should
no,
try.
I can't.
I think you should try.
I should try, but I don't want to mess up my hair. You know what I mean?
I think you could do it.
Yeah, but like.
I think you get the scarf. Just maybe don't wear it around your head.
Yeah, you're
Wrap
right.
it around your neck. Tie it. Look
Oh,
real
there you
cute.
go, like an ascot kind of thing.
Look like a little flight attendant with your Gucci grandma
With my
scarf.
Gucci grandma scarf. I seriously don't think I could pull it off. I mean, I could try. There's many things I want to try. I want to try romp hymns. Have you ever heard of romp hymns?
No.
They're rompers
Oh,
for rompers for men.
rompers. Oh my
so
gosh,
if I
yes.
could start wearing romp hymns, maybe I could start wearing.
I think next
Gucci
show you
scarves.
should wear the Gucci grandma scarf
We'll see
and a
how that
man
goes.
romper.
We'll see. I mean, I'll give it a shot. Why not?
you know.
I just hope I don't get judged for wearing a grandma scarf.
That's all right. You could always wear a wedding dress.
Speaking of weddings, Danielle Fishel. Now, you may have known her as Topanga on Boy Meets World. You know, captured the hearts of many young guy teenagers out there when in the mid-90s. And she got married. But it wasn't to Corey Matthews.
Which is a little disheartening.
That's a little sad because
I feel like a lot of people really hoping, you know,
I know that true
they
love
would
exists.
end up together.
I know true love exists because I've seen Corey and Topanga. So
their TV relationship is just like
it's goals. It's literally
goals. It really
goals.
is, and it's such a letdown that that's not who she married.
I mean, good for her for getting married.
She
but
looks stunning.
We all
I'm jealous.
thought, you know, Ben Savage and Danielle Fishel were gonna, you know,
link up.
Yeah, right. Like Troy Bolton and.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
They need to.
And they became a thing right after.
Yeah,
like
and
outside
now they're not a thing.
Like,
and
we
it's
thought that was gonna happen
time.
with Boy Meets World, but
it didn't, and I'm sad about it.
I'm very sad about it. But you know, good for her.
Yes.
Getting married. Ben Savage, I really, you know, he's gonna find a Topanga out there.
He'll find his
It might not be
someone,
Danielle
you know.
Fishel, but he's gonna find someone.
You know, might not measure up to her, but
No one's gonna compare to Topanga.
You gotta do what you gotta do, you know?
No one is ever gonna compare it to Topanga. Like, that's such a great name.
I'm a little sad they didn't get married.
But
And I'm also really sad because this is the end of our show.
it's the last topic?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm really sad about it.
Oh, God.
But it's okay because we'll be back next week.
We'll be back next week.
Yes, we will.
That's all we have for today. I'm Nate Aquino.
And I'm Emily DiPadova. See you next week on the couch.